State. For Christians fleeing the activities of the Islamic State and its adversaries, the French town of Lourdes, as well as the Catholic Church there, have welcomed 15 families so far and are expecting more in the coming year. As families arrive, they initially stay with a couple who first arrived in France a decade ago and have already become assimilated. Here they learn rudimentary French and receive help finding more permanent lodging and jobs. Some of the refugees have high aspirations of staying in the West, while others ultimately wish to return to their homelands. Unfortunately, fitting in will be difficult for some of the refugees due to their age, language limitations, or lack of skills. Meanwhile, the French government is concerned about the refugees forming ghettos, a situation that will face several European countries in the coming years. In what must seem a bizarre ritual to Westerners, a Nigerian group of worshippers combines animal sacrifices and an appreciation of metal. Worshipping brings metal items that are significant to them, bottle openers, keys, and key rings, tools of their trade, and then gather together in a container to have the blood of the sacrificial animal poured over them. The group is called the Followers of Ogun, and is primarily practiced in the southwestern portion of Nigeria. In other parts of the country, it has apparently met with some harassment from government officials. These blood-soaked metal relics become sacred items to be, in some cases, enshrined in religious buildings. In one unfortunate accident, a young girl killed herself with a rifle, which had been enshrined in this fashion, and it was said that Ogun, the god of iron, had struck her. Members of the faith argue that this occurred because the family of the man who owned the gun did not continue following the religion after he died 7 years prior. Stating that the Palestinian people have given up on the 1993 Oslo Peace Accords, Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas has called on Israel to stop its incursion into East Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque complex, one of Islam's most holy places. The remarks were made before the UN General Assembly, where the Palestinian Authority is an observer state, but not a full member. For many years, Israel claims to be doing nothing more than conducting archaeological digs in the area, but Palestinians assert that the digging is undermining the structure of mosques and that Israel's actions are little more than a continuation of ethnic cleansing. In recent statements of his own before the UN, President Obama failed to address the Palestinian issue at all, but spoke instead of what he thought were more pressing issues involving Iran, Ukraine, and the South China Sea. Perhaps this disconnect led to Abbas's claim that if his people's issues continue to be ignored, unrest in the Palestinian territories could result in a new war. Even so, some Palestinian commentators said that Abbas's remarks were yet too timid.